Hello everyone, and welcome to another game in progress. My name is Fox, and we'll be taking a look at some more solo queue as usual. Looking to have some pretty solid team comps here, tanky on both sides, so it looks to be a really good game. Let's jump on in and see what's going on. And we're going to start off here on bottom lane with a smidgen of lag, but as usually happens when you pop into a game. Ooh, Corki with a pretty rare skin, actually. You don't find UFO Corki all that terribly often, but it's a good-looking skin nonetheless. I find that it provides a lot of entertainment, especially with this. There we go, and we've got some initiation here. Exhausted Corki, though, so not looking so great for him. Leona picking up the kill. She's going to back herself off behind the turret. And a gank coming into top. There we go, grabbing Aurelia, but with two people around her, tenacity is pretty high. Will she be able to make it out? And picks up the kill from Darius. He does not have to use his ultimate. Look at that. Darius actually didn't use his ultimate. I applaud you, sir. Nah, but as I see it, pretty good game so far. 8 kills on blue side, 4 kills on purple side, leaving the gold at 14.2 for blue and 12.6 for purple. 2,000 gold, not too much, not even. Yeah, a little over 2,000 gold. Not all that far off. Leona getting a little bit of creeps here while Corki makes his way back into lane. Always good to have a few creeps on your support. Ping down for purple team though on mid. We're going to see if something happens with this. She is really far pushed up, and here goes Lee Sin. Locked in place. Nice grab. Not able to quite slow. Oh, the slow did go off. Will Rise be able to trap her though? Yes, they dive her. Very nice play. Very close to escaping for Ahri, but a flash use on Lee Sin to get himself out from under that turret, dragging him pretty low. But well played on his part. Appear to have blue team though making their way to try to help mid. Rammus isn't gonna quite be able to do anything about that, but not such a bad thing. Once again, engaging on top. Hard to trade with the Darius, it really is. His bleeds are very overbearing. And a behind the turret gank comes in. Very nicely played on Rammus' part. Unfortunately, I think he's going to pay for this one, and he does. Leona picking up that kill, but she is dropping exceedingly low. A double kill for Ezreal. Very well played on the blue team's part, getting those AD carry, getting their AD carry in and not taking those turret hits. It's unfortunate Rammus died, but things happen. AD carry is looking to be a little bit separated now on items. 5 kills, 2 deaths for Ezreal. 1 kill, 4 deaths, 3 assists for Corki. Corki sitting with 2 Doran's Blades and a Phage, whereas Ezreal is sitting with just his Sheen right now and a single Doran's Blade. I'm assuming, though, that he has got a fair amount of gold stacked up. 1,200 gold, probably going for that BF sword. If he's not completing the Trinity Force first, then if he is, he'll probably go for the Phage. A little bit of trading going on up here on top, but Aurelia is going to be able to make her way out. She just can't trade with that Darius. He's becoming a little bit overbearing. He's got 2 Doran's Blades and a Phage, probably going to either a Frozen Mount or a Trinity Force. I've seen both, and both performed really well. Corki doing a fair amount of damage to Ezreal, but who knows if he's going to be able to catch him. If Leona is able to catch him with that tip, forcing a flash on Ezreal. Working themselves. Wow, man, they are working him over. The Ignite might pick him up. Flash used on Rise to catch up to that one. And nice shutdown on Corki's part. Ezreal thinking he can take him down, but unfortunately he does not have the strength to do so. Purple team looking to take Dragon here. There is a ward from blue team there. They know what is going on. Purple goes down from Leona, and that's going to take care of that. Very well played on her part. Taric looking to work his way into the fight. Could Taric steal it? Probably not. There we go. That gives purple team a little bit of dragon monies, leaving them at 18.78 rather to 1,800 or 18,000. Yes, I know my numbers. Still a very, very close game. 2 kills up, that's not going to make all that big a difference. And honestly, it doesn't. They are so close in gold. It's looking fantastic. Rammus here building himself a good amount of armor. It typically happens on Rammus. He really scales well off of armor. Having a potion, though, in there just for those tower dives, that'll work out extremely well for him. Giving Ahri that blue. That's good, and the ultimate comes down from Leona, stunning him in place and exhausting him. Wow, that burst coming out of Corki. He has just about the same items as last time, except now he's got boots. Oh yes, boots OP. And Darius making his move. There we go. But that's done. Wow, and the damage coming out from the true damage, taking him extremely low, and Darius just able to tank that tower. Rammus sitting in the wings though, because he knows that someone is going to come in, and wow, nice damage output from Lee Sin. Lee Sin is going to fight this one though. Though I don't know if he really should. He is dropping exceedingly low, far too low. Rammus is going to dive this, but he's got... Oh, and he doesn't even have to use his potion. Doesn't bother using it. Lee Sin dove, and it wasn't quite low enough to kill him. Didn't have to use the potion. He might have been able to escape from Rise had he used it, but... well, it's all in the past. Rise now having a little bit of a tiff here with Ahri. Kind of pissed. And there we go. There's the first oracles of the game on Taric for the ward clearing shenaniganry. No wards up for purple team. They are fairly far up, and now Ahri's here. This is the 3-man gank on bottom. Ahri stunned, and the ultimate goes down. Corki's melting a little bit faster than he would have wanted for that one. Not able to get himself out. 3-man gank with a lot of CC. That works. And they're going to engage again, but blue team this time, the victims. Man, Rise dealing an incredible amount of damage now. No AP, just a lot of mana on Rise. Riot doing a little bit of a nerf on Rise's mana ratios a little while back, making it so that he couldn't quite build his tanky without gaining some sort of AP for the damage, but he still scales really, really well off of it. You see a lot of tanky Rises, they just took the nerf to the damage and said, it's fine. We'll just take it. Ahri building herself what appears to be, yes, an Abyssal Scepter. Great item for an AP, especially when you're having trouble with other APs. Reducing their magic resist and increasing yours. Very nice stuff. Very good stuff indeed. 57 magic resist. Reduce magic resist of all nearby enemies by 20. It's like having the magic pen boots. Gotta love those. And it stacks. So, it's lovely. Still 24,000 to 24,000. That gold is so incredibly close. This game is turning out to be absolutely incredible. Kills on blue side are looking to be a little bit more in favor of one person though. Ezreal sitting at 5 kills, 4 deaths, and Darius sitting at 4 kills, while the rest are at 1 and 2. Meanwhile, on purple team though, we've got 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, much more evenly spread. Not looking so good for Rammus, though, in that situation. He kind of went in by himself. Ezreal is old, so he cannot get himself over the wall. And in comes Darius for the execute. Forcing a flash on Rise, gets himself over. Rise will survive this one, but Darius looks to be absolutely pissed at Corki. Getting booted out of turret range by Lee Sin, but unfortunately Corki gets a little bit too close, and that is the downfall of Mr. Darius. Q does not land. That would have been absolutely devastating. Rise coming in. They are still going to chase this a little bit. Ah! And there's the Q. But he's not going to follow it up under turret range, especially at that kind of health. Well played, well played. A couple people lost on both sides. Kills going in favor of Darius now. 6 kills, 3 deaths. Darius has got to be careful with those executes, though. Executing a character gives them a great amount of gold. Yes, this is true. Having one fed person is awesome, but having a fed team is better. Darius is one of those champions who can hurt his own team just by going kill steal, kill steal, kill steal. And everyone else is like, well, great, I have 12 assists, but I now have 0 gold from kills. Assists only grant, you're lucky if you get 120 gold off an assist, so he's got to be careful. Are we going to have a support battle here? No, because the AD carries have arrived. A little bit of burst coming out, but Leona's going to be more of the aggressor on this portion. Exhausted Corki, but that's still not going to reduce his damage as much as they would have liked. Losing that trade, blue team is kind of looking to be down. Ping's back going though. They know that Rammus is there. That War in the Tri-Bush is a wonderful thing. It really is. Let's take a look at top lane Aurelia though. Look at all the gold per 5 on her. She got 1, 2, 3, and 4 GP5 sitting on her, trying to make up a little bit of a deficit that she has. And the only real deficit that she has, though, is in kills. She's very close to Darius, to be honest. Just 10 minion kills off. That's not too bad. That's about half a kill. But she is down 5 kills, and she has died 5 times. Not looking so great for her. Oh, and they hook in, but Rammus is there to prevent this from going any further. Corki dropping extremely fast, as he doesn't have the tankiness that Leona does. She'll be able to get herself out of this one. Nope, she will not. This is now a 4-man game. All against her. The Ezreal ultimate comes down, dealing a fair amount of damage to her. She's pretty tanky. Rise is now in the midst of these things, though, taking down... Wow, taking down that Rammus, but Ezreal takes him down. Aurelia starting to scale a little bit. Her base damages are fairly high, dealing a lot of damage, but Ahri's just dealing a lot more. She's got more technical damage than Aurelia has with those simple GP5s. Little bit of a gold swing now, 32 to 31.9, almost 1,000, but at 32,000, 1,000 gold is negligible. Kills going up a little bit. I really hope that purple team doesn't see that as being too much of a deficit. A lot of people will start to give up when the kill ratio starts to get out of hand, even if they're up in CS and the gold is about the same. A lot of people give up. Never give in! Never give in! Never surrender! That's my motto, and it's gotten me absolutely nowhere. A little bit of lull in the action though, but this happens all the time. Yeah, Rammus got himself a good amount of armor now, going for that Glacial Shroud. Great option. Glacial Shroud has been called one of the most cost-effective games in League of Legends. A lot of armor, a lot of mana, great survivability. Great on champions like Rammus or solo tops who really just want to shut down the AD carry, especially with that aura. Corki falling a little bit quicker than he would like to, but oh, right when the exhaust wears off, that lands. A nice ultimate on his part, predicting when that would go away, but Rise comes in, and not a very good place for the Ezreal right now. Leona's going to have to get herself out, but she is taunted by Rammus and toasted a little bit faster than she would have wanted. That is a 3-to-1 exchange. Starting to go a little bit in purple team's favor. Oh, a nice prediction on Ahri's part. Picking that one up incredibly quickly. 4v1, making their way to Dragon now. Except Darius is gonna back for some reason. Making their way to Dragon with 2 people. Go! He's not terribly healthy. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do this. Rammus looking a little bit on the squishy side. He's got that Glacial Shroud, and, not Glacial Shroud, what am I thinking? He's got his Frozen Heart, but he doesn't have that much health on him. He's gonna have to start building health if he really wants to be able to take on the damage from Lee Sin, and especially from Rise. He is their main damage contributor right now. Corki doing a fair amount with his Trinity Force and 2 Doran's Blades, but not a massive amount yet. Corki benefiting a lot from the Trinity Force, but not to the extent that I'm guessing Ezreal would have. Ezreal has that whole on-hit thing going for him. Wow, look at that prediction. That was very well done on Leona's part. Forcing the ultimate on Ahri, but will not pick it up. Ahri able to get herself out of there with minimal damage done. No flash burn, nothing like that. If she had flash. A little bit of work on middle turret. Not going to be able to pick up too much of it here. Just a little bit of poke. And Rammus. Hello. You need some help, sir. And he's got a little bit. That's good. That's good. He appears to be getting himself into the Banshee's Veil. Teamfight breaks down. First one to fall is Aurelia. Unfortunately not able to do that much damage, but the tower is helping. 2-for-1 exchange. Technically the tower was there for blue team. Helping a bit. Increasing their control over the gold by about 400 or so, leaving them at about 2,500-ish gold above purple team. 26 to 18 now. The kills are starting to swing a little bit into blue team's favor. Blue team having a little bit stronger of a late game, especially with Lee Sin. Lee Sin is a great champion, does really well with his tankiness, but he does fall off a little bit in his damage late game unless you start building him with a Bloodthirster and the like. Lee Sin, though, I gotta say, making me eat my own words here. He's got a Brutalizer. He's selling off a Doran's Blade for something. Giant's Belt. Okay, going for a little bit of tankiness. He provides some good initiation, but his damage is going to suffer a little bit for that. Late game, though, both sides have great potential. Darius deals a lot of damage. Ezreal is an AD carry, deals a lot of damage. Ahri is one of the best AP mids currently, always on pick or ban. Especially in high tournament play. You may find some ranked games where you don't see her, but she is a very, very, very common pick. We're on blue team. Ryze is tanky as heck and scales extremely well with a lot of mana and a little bit of ability power. Aurelia, as we all know, once she gets to late game, is a monster. Lee Sin great for initiation. Corki is an AD carry. Absolutely fantastic carry. There we go, see? And Leona's good at getting that stun off. She can't necessarily initiate. She is an off tank. But she can get herself in there, start the team fights, and then try to keep herself alive during those things. Got herself in a bit of trouble now, though. She is at a 2v1. Now it's a 3v2. Incoming Taric. Exhaust goes down on Darius, trying to avoid the damage that he is able to put out, especially with that true damage. And he's not even going to bother ulting anyone. They are nowhere near low enough. No, only a couple wards out for purple team, though. As you can see, Leona kind of throwing that hook of hers over the wall, hoping to catch someone if they ran that direction, but with the lack of wards, she and her team really didn't know which direction that they were taking off. Ezreal's ultimate kind of flying its way up top lane here, trying to clear some of the minions as Aurelia continues her farming spree. Aurelia now with a Warmogs, looking a lot tankier. Still no sign of a Trinity Force on her. One of her mainstay items that almost everybody builds on her, unless you're going to go more of an on-hit tank Aurelia, but in this case, she's just more of a GP5 Aurelia. Not all that much damage on her, a little bit of crit, a little bit of ability power, but a lot of tank. Guess she's just trying to initiate, get herself in, allow the AD carry and Ryze and Lee Sin to do a lot of the damage. Kills are getting spread out a little bit here. Still in purple team, we've got Ezreal and Darius with 10 kills and 9 kills respectively. But they're looking to be a little bit lopsided. Ahri only with 3 kills, 1 death, 3 assists. Oh, and pulls her. Oh, that poor Leona. Getting pulled over the wall by the extremely short hook of Darius. She was a little bit too close. Purple team is going to contest this with a 4v3, or 5v4 rather. Baron still doing a lot of damage. Purple team able to take down Rammus. It is fairly close. Oh, and purple team Look at that. He snags Baron. Not able to get himself out. Ooh. Nice flash on Ari's part. Picking up that kill on Rise, who was attempting to escape. Very, very close, but very close to the gold still. Kills, not so much. But that Baron gave everyone 300 gold. That is a team-wide massive gold boost. Very good for Purple Team. It's unfortunate that they got aced there. But it's good that they didn't let Blue Team pick up that Baron and gain even more of a lead. Still only holding their lead to about 2,000 gold. Ooh, and Aurelia falling to the damage of Ezreal and Ahri. Yeesh!
Purple Team's turret has been destroyed.
Damage output from those two is looking nasty. Ezreal's got himself an Infinity Edge and a Trinity Force. A very strong build on him, albeit expensive. But hey, if you're able to afford it, he's got 171 minions, 12 kills, 6 deaths, 11 assists. He is rolling in the dough. That Infinity Edge Trinity Force build looking really good for him now. Corki looking close. He's got his Trinity Force, but he's got a BF Sword, 2 Doran's Blades, and that Vamp Scepter, as well as his boots, but who doesn't have boots at this point? Not quite as strong, but Corki is one of those champions who has an incredible amount of burst, not only from his auto attacks, but he's got his Phosphorus Bomb, he's got the constant amount of missiles he can throw out, Gatling Gun reducing armor at all times. It is incredible the amount of damage that he is able to pull out, even with minimal items. Glacial Shroud now. Why do I keep doing that? Yes, you can call me out in the comments. It is now true that the Frozen Heart is now Glacial Shroud in my eyes. No. So Rise pulling out his Frozen Heart, yes, to try to shut down all the attack damage on Blue Team, and giving him a nice amount of damage and tankiness. And this is the tanky Rise we're usually seeing. He's got a little bit of ability power. He's probably going to fix that tier there and turn it into an Archangel Staff, which is an extremely good item for Rise, providing him with ability power according to how much mana he has. And since he has so much mana, it really works out well for him. Let's see what he's got. He's got 632 bonus mana. Still a little bit of time on it before he can turn it into his Archangel Staff and get the full benefit out of it. But that may be his next big ticket item purchase. Who knows? Aurelia going double Warmogs. Unless she's going to build herself an Atlas, I really don't see the point of a double Warmog. It's giving her a lot of health, yes, but she has no damage at the moment. She's not contributing that much to her team except as more of a meat shield. Darius ulting. Yes, Darius. Lee Sin ulting himself in, but he is going to fall to the damage output of Darius. As well as Ezreal. Ezreal being exhausted. It is a 4v3 at the moment, but Ahri is working her way in. Here is Ahri. She ults herself in, dealing a large amount of damage to the entire team. Ezreal's ultimate cutting through a few people within the team. Ahri picking up a triple kill. Nice amount of damage. Ezreal surviving with a wee bit of health there, about 230 health. They are going to take this inhibitor, and since it's an ace, work their way towards this base. Who knows, they may be able to take this down. Nice amount of damage output coming from Ahri. She now has her Rabadon's death cap. Look at that, 9, 1, and 6. Looking really good on the damage scale, and she's got herself the ability to have a lot of magic penetration, so the magic resistance isn't going to do all that much. Burning a flash to avoid the Q. And very well played on Blue Team's part. Both teams, incredible game. Extremely close. Extremely close for most of that game. Started to fall in Blue Team's favor nearing the end, though Purple Team did steal that Baron, and that was incredibly well done. A good initiation. It did ace them. Turned the deficit more in Blue Team's favor, giving them an incredible amount of damage. Lots of good item builds on their part. Very well played on both teams. My name has been Fofox, and this has been another Game in Progress. We'll see you guys next time.